How are you? we nearly ready? Oh, not quite. There's still a few conversations. Okay, let's get started. There's certainly no councillors in the room still talking, I would hope. Welcome everybody to Lambeth Council and City of Sanctuary's Refugee Day event. We're really delighted to have you here. Thank you so much for coming along. You're really, really welcome here. It doesn't matter where you come from, you're a Lambeth resident and we're really happy to see you. We will be hearing from our mayor and a few other speakers, and then we'll be giving out a couple of certificates, so we hope that you'll help us congratulate people. So now we will hand over to our speakers, the mayor, Councillor Sarbaz Barzinji.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow residents of Lambeth, today on World Refugee Day, I stand before you as the mayor of this incredible community. A place that embraces diversity, values contribution of its residents who have started their life in different countries. It fills me with immense pride to celebrate the richness and plurality that exists within our community. Tonight, we gather with colleagues and friends who are living proof that seeking sanctuary may be a chapter in one's life, but it doesn't define their entire story. We recognize that each individual has unique experiences and talents to offer, and we understand that times we require support from our community. Just as there will be times when we are in a position to lend our support to others. My personal journey to Lambeth began as a young Kurdish refugee. Searching for safety and security, I arrived here with nothing but clothes on my back and without knowledge of English language. However, I had a burning desire to build a better future for myself and for my family. What I found here was a community that welcomed me with open arms, providing me the support and guidance I needed to get back on my feet. With their help and resources available to me, I was able to learn the language, attend school, and pursue my dreams. I will be forever grateful for the inclusivity and the tolerance that embraced me. And it is this very spirit that I pledge to continue in my new role as a mayor. Tonight, Lambeth proudly celebrates its first Refugee Week as a borough of sanctuary. This year's theme of compassion is especially relevant in these challenging times. We find ourselves in an era where some attempt to create a division between those forced to make dangerous journeys to this country and those who are suffering from the cost of living crisis. They propagate the false narrative that one group negatively impacts the other. However, in Lambeth, we raise our voices in unity. We proclaim that we have more in common than what separates us. This is your home, and you are welcome here. On this World Refugee Day, let us reaffirm our commitment to providing refuge, compassion and support to those who need it. Let us extend a helping hand to those who are transitioning to a new life, just as others once did for us. Together we can create a brighter future and continue to demonstrate that in Lambeth we have more in common than what divides us. Thank you, and let us stand together as a united and welcoming community. Thank you.
I don't know what I can say to follow that, actually. Except to say, when I was looking at my diary, Helena was saying, have you got that in your diary? And I thought, good, I'm going to be back amongst friends. And I'm Richard Outram, and I work with Adult Social Care. I'm the acting director. And I don't often get to come to events like this, so I'm very, very pleased to be here. I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of things in the council. I'm only going to speak for 5 minutes, otherwise Helena will drag me off. First thing, thank you to everybody who's helped serve up some wonderful food. Lots of cheering down the front from the young people here. So when I raise my hand, lots of happy. Yes? No. The last 12 months have been very eventful. We became a borough sanctuary in December. We're very proud of that. We've continued the tradition of welcoming people from everywhere. And Helena wrote me some things on a bit of paper, but actually when I came in, I saw the artwork on the wall there. So take a moment and look at the artwork. Everything I wanted to say is there. Democracy, freedom, human rights, peace, equity. That's what we want and that's what we stand for now. So welcome. You're amongst friends, and enjoy the food, and have fun. I'm going to hand over to Sarah, who's the person you really want to be listening to.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name is Sarah Niweri, and I work for Turkish Airlines in Sudan, doing administration and supervising the lost and found team there. I've traveled all over Europe. I love Paris, Milan, Rome and Berlin. And I've also visited UK many times before as a tourist. But my home is Khartoum, which I love very much. I was happy with my job and my home. But then 9 weeks ago, everything suddenly changed. When we woke up on an unexpected civil war in Sudan, and there were loud explosions everywhere. We had to sleep under the beds all the time to protect ourselves. And then later, our house was attacked and we were forced to leave it at gunpoint, empty-handed. Then we traveled to South Sudan, which is a border country, with a journey that took us 4 days by road. And then we managed to fly to the UK with my mom and my sister. If you had asked me 4 months ago, especially on my last visit to the UK in last February, if I ever thought that I would be a refugee one day, I would definitely say, don't be ridiculous. Now, I live in a hotel in Clapham with no money, no job. And I even don't know what the future holds. But I'm very happy to be in Lambeth because I've met with kindness and support there. And I start to feel home again. When we left Sudan, we came in slippers. We didn't even have shoes, can you imagine? But now, thankfully we are safe and we have shoes. I want to get a job, make a life here, and help other refugees who are trying to find a place of safety. Thank you so much for welcoming us in this country, this borough, and this party tonight.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. What a really emotional speech, Sarah. Thank you so much for being with us. My name is Maggie, and it's a great pleasure to be here. I join you from a national organisation called City of Sanctuary UK. We are co-hosts tonight, but I can assure you we've done nothing but turn up. So thank you so much to Lambeth Sanctuary Services for putting this for us all. So Refugee Week is is about celebrating the diversity and the rich culture of sanctuary-seeking communities around the UK. But of late, the mood, the tone of Refugee Week has become more reflective. And this is because of the increasing hostility we see in the national narrative and policies. So, many of you will know that this year's Refugee Week theme is compassion. In a book called Humankind, if you haven't read it, I do suggest, the author, Rutger Bregman, defines compassion in a somewhat surprising way. Compassion is restrained and constructive, he says. It doesn't let you share in the suffering of the other person, but it does help you to see their suffering and take action. He contrasts compassion with empathy by saying that if you empathize strongly with someone, it can paralyze you and drain you. Feeling compassion means that you can keep your energy and take constructive action. Defining compassion in this way makes this year's theme particularly apt for what Lambeth as a borough, as a community, is seeking to achieve. It has been a real privilege to be but a very, very small part of your ongoing journey. To witness local organisations and people with lived experience coming together to build a shared understanding of the challenges our friends of sanctuary-seeking background face, and we as supporting organisations face, and to take collective and constructive action in pushing as hard as we possibly can against systems and structures that are designed to harm. In particular, I just wanted to highlight just a couple of the highlights for me. Seeing the evolving work of the Sanctuary Forum, I have to say the terms of reference or the way that the Sanctuary Forum is governed is something that I share with many local authorities around the country. The work with schools of sanctuary has been amazing to see that progress as well. I'm really excited about the scaling of safe surgeries, the provision of laptops to bridge the digital divide, and last but not least, challenging dysfunctional national policies as the upcoming letter against the illegal migration bill is set to do is also really encouraging to see. So, at City of Sanctuary we have a very, very simple vision, and it is that the UK will be a welcoming place of safety for all and proud to offer refuge to those who are fleeing violence and persecution. We have a long, long way to go. But every single day I come across places like Lambeth and that are working tirelessly and together, importantly together, to make that vision of a reality. And for that I hope that today, on World Refugee Day, we can pause and celebrate the contribution and commitment of all of you as individuals, as organizations, and as institutions. Thank you for having me.
Thank you to all our wonderful speakers, very inspiring words. We are going to hand out a few certificates, and these are going to people who have made a particular effort to support sanctuary seekers in the borough. I'm going to try my best with pronunciations, but I'm really sorry if I get anybody's name wrong. So when your name is called, can you please come up onto the stage and you will be handed your certificate. So I'm going to your big round of applause. This is the time to make noise. The first one is who gets sad. George Cabas. Abraham Martinez. Natalie De Martinez. Nargis Mohammed Shamas. Iman El Safi Goma Alamin. Oh, not here this evening. The result was one. Next up we have Achi Yusuf Ali. And last but not least, we have Binish Sethi. If there's anyone who's taking photos, maybe now is a good time to do so. Thank you. Great, we'll give it 5 more seconds.